Previously on Path of the Titans. Hey, our first challenge already complete. We got our dragon hatchet in the bag. So that's a quick diamond one knocked out. Oh wait, ice asylum. Although I can't be in the range of it while I can heal with unicorn? I can heal with unicorn. Okay. That is the Onyx challenge complete for the Dagannoth Kings. Barely. Before we dive into today's episode, it's time for a quick update regarding Necromancy. I'm going to be exploring Necromancy on stream all of the release week, getting PVM ready as soon as possible, and trying out some new, to me, bosses to put it through the ringer. There's also 2 new bosses coming, so I plan to do those and figure out where they fit into the challenge. And then there's yet another boss coming this year to add as well. So much content to be excited about. It's been confirmed that the first Necromancer is a Necromancy-only boss, and I'm wagering it's the same for the other boss as well. So Necromancy is coming to Path of the Titans, it's just a question of how. Since I'm doing the testing and exploration anyway, there is going to be Necromancy content coming to the channel next week. So if you're interested in seeing that, as well as future episodes of Path of the Titans, don't forget to subscribe. Let's get back to the grind. We're starting today's episode by continuing with the Dagannoth Kings. We've already got 2 of the rings, we're just currently missing an Archer's ring and a Seer's ring, so I decided to test my luck and see how long it would take for us to get those, as well as testing out some new consumables. Okay, we're going to need Super Prayer Renewals, and you can actually buy Super War Master's potions. Let's see if these actually buy. They do, nice. So the Super War Master potions are basically every super potion in one potion. Which, while that doesn't sound as good as every extreme in one potion, well, because it isn't, it is at least a bit better than what we were working with before. Because now I can just take 12 doses of all of them and drink them all in one click. So I can drink them every 5 minutes instead of 10 But yeah, the inventory space saved by using these 2 instead of 5 would have helped a lot with the endurance challenge as well. Gonna be some nice GP. I mean, if we see the right rings, sure. Currently, we have a warrior and a berserker ring, and we got our dragon hatchet. So we need the 2 good rings. How's our rune supplies looking? Solid. Oh, he's called Newton. I don't know if I actually have Newton. Did I bring elk runes? Yes, I did. Cool. That's going to be the only annoying thing about using ancients. Can't elk stuff. I saw the loot beam and got excited, and it's just a clue scroll. Oh yeah, I was supposed to move my instance timer, wasn't I? Because you can't see it behind the extra UI bit. Despite how my luck usually goes when we start looking for specific drops, we actually got very lucky at the start of this hour. Hey, that's the Archer's ring. We take that one. 17.3 mil. Now we just need a Seer's ring and we're actually all done here. Well, done for now. We need to come back and actually get the 10 rings eventually, but that's for when we unlock Rex Matriarchs. We're going to be all done today for sure. Maybe. We might be a bit cursed on Seer's rings. You never know. You never know. It would be nice to get a little lucky with a boss, because the Chaos Ellie's got a nice bit of grind to it. To be honest, I want to see what the first Ancient Warrior drop is, and I don't care if it's corrupt or not. I just want to see what the first one is. So we're going for that. Whether that's a good idea or not, probably not. Wouldn't be the first time I've done something silly, but at least I didn't do it twice. We get it when we get it. You doing the 1100 and not seeing one scares me? Well, you're helping the average in my favor. But yeah, to be fair, I am very aware that one might go a little longer. I needed something I could potentially do as an AFK activity while doing Necro on the main. 1100 barrows. I did more than 1100 barrows. To understand how many barrows chests I opened, you need to do the 1100 minus 370, because I started with 370 in my log. And then you also need to add 1200 Linzer. Oh wait, no. 1150 Linzer. So it's 1100 plus 1150, 2250 minus 370, nearly 2000 times I opened that chest. So Chaos Ellie ain't gonna break me in that regard. And thanks to them actually moving the Abyssal Savages away from the Chaos Ellie, I don't need to worry about getting teleported into my death, which is nice. I enjoy not being teleported to my death, surprisingly. I mean, I wouldn't say it'd be easy, but it's a more reasonable grind than other ones I have done. Yeah, a lot of people when I asked for like feedback and stuff, or in that post on YouTube, quite a few people were like, don't do something stupid like Linz's Hammer to yourself again. Maybe I'm too masochistic for my own good, but it wasn't unenjoyable. Yeah, the fight cave one is... The fight cave challenges are interesting. We actually showed those off on stream yesterday. They're in my Discord, and I am working on getting something together to be able to link to it without needing to link to my Discord. I was hoping they'd give us a little more warning than we did get for the Necromancy results. I kind of lucked into it being a week off I had already, but a lot of people was like, okay, there's no way I can get time off with how much notice we got. So what do we think if we don't get the Seers ring this trip? Do we just go again with Dagannoth Kings, try and knock out a boss? It's not that rare, so you should get it soon, and if not, you'll at least get a real good coin pouch. Well, I guess from the Dagannoth bones, yeah, those are pretty... Oh wait, hang on. I guess I kind of want to save those for Necromancy, huh? Like when I eventually need to train Necromancy on this account? That's gonna be tricky. Like, I can't sell any of the rings, right? I can't sell any of the rings that I get that are spare. Because when it comes to getting the 10 of each ring to get the heart rings, I can't buy any of them. So I have to farm them. I have to farm them all. Like, I can sell any excess over the 10, but I don't think we're going to be seeing any excess at this stage. You know what? I'm actually on board with the whole let's get the DK stuff finished. I want that. I want that Seers ring. Did we manage the Onyx challenge already? Yes, we scraped that by the skin of our teeth. It was almost a failed attempt. Hey, we got a warrior ring. There's our first duplicate and our first... Well, actually, yeah, they are duplicates. They're just not useless duplicates. Hey, another dragon hatchet. Nice. Giving the reward that makes DKs easier from finishing DKs seems like a real backhanded reward. But also, Hydrix rewards aren't specific to the bosses. The only specific thing is that later on, we'll add new rewards at tier 4 and tier 6. To get a tier 4 plus reward, you have to redeem it as a reward for doing a Hydrix challenge of a tier 4 plus boss. So, like, to get a chaotic weapon, I'm going to have to do either Corp, Grador, or Kriara's Hydrix challenge. So if I want a chaotic spear for Corp, I'm going to have to do Grador or Kriara's Hydrix. Like, I don't need to come back until tier 7. And by that point, we've killed Hellware, Legions, the Twin Furies. So we're not really going to be hurting for damage here. You're more concerned about saving the hassle of noting bones? Note paper OP. Like, the only reason it's kind of annoying now is because I'm having to run around the room a lot, so I'm constantly out of range of loot piles. But once I actually have good gear and I can just stand in the middle of them and just put it on fastest and cycle them that way. Even if I start doing that on fast, to be honest. I'm not that far off of being able to do that on fast speed. I'd need tier 80 in all styles, I'm pretty sure, to be able to do that. Oh yeah, this account also doesn't have target cycle set to tab. I keep forgetting to change that. I just put it on tab because that's the usual, like, tab target. Well, it's called tab targeting for a reason, right? The tab target bind. Although, technically it's on caps lock because my caps key is actually my caps lock key. And my tab key is control. It's like when I press control 1, I actually press tab 1. Tab targeting is like the standard MMO term for it. Target cycling is very RuneScape. Yeah, it's a very useful bind to have. It's one of those things that you don't... It's one of those binds that you enable it, you won't use it for ages. But then you'll start using it in ways where you're like, oh, it makes this a little easier. Stuff like when next spawns, you want to use target cycling. I'm going to call it tab targeting for the rest of time now. What I actually care about is another archer's ring. Nice. The just-in-time concept. Kinda, yeah. Like, I don't care if my book is active. I don't really care about how long it has, unless it has less than however long's left in the instance, to be honest. I don't care if it's got 8 hours left. But what I would do is I'd have a little icon that showed up and glowed and said, hey, you forgot to activate your book, you should probably do that. And then as soon as I've activated my book, out of sight, out of mind. We just got another dragon hatchet. I'm very happy about that one. Wait, am I? I kind of only needed one dragon hatchet, but, you know, it's a drop. Oh, wait, sadly it came from the one we needed the ring from. That's unfortunate. Well, we didn't end up getting a Seers ring this time, but we'll just keep coming back to Dagannoth Kings. We're consistently getting about 1 to 2 rings every hour, so eventually we will get the Seers ring. But in the next hour, we got something a little different. I just got the attack pet. Okay. Nothing in the reward book for that one. Technically, that's any pet. No, it has to be an actual DK's pet. It's a pet. You got it from a DK. That's any DK pet in your book. It's a stretch, but I see your logic. I'm just not agreeing with it. Anyway, there's our instance done. Let's go and tackle our fight caves then. After going dry on rings for a whole hour at DK's, I decided I wanted a change of pace, so it was time to head over to the fight caves with our melee setup and get to work on the diamond challenge of the fight caves. Okay, time to tackle the fight caves with melee. Let the style earn its own fire cape, instead of getting carried by magic for once. Oh, even if they splash, they drain your prayer. That's horrible. Yeah, I'm gonna have to stun them. One of the issues melee faces in the fight caves is that you can't normally kill the key before they get at least one melee hit on you. The key are the little prayer draining bats. However, there is a slightly more advanced technique called ability stalling that allows you to hit the mob with 2 abilities, including a stun, before it gets to hit you at all. The reason we're having to use ability stalling here is because backhand only stuns for 1.2 seconds and the global cooldown is 1.8. So if we stun, we don't actually get another hit in before it's unstunned. I'm going to do my best to give a quick explanation of ability stalling so that you understand how we're using it here. However, my understanding of it is very surface level and basically just enough to pull this off. So the first thing we do is we target a key as it spawns, and then we run away from it and hit our backhand keybind. Because we're out of range, instead of the ability being queued, it immediately goes on cooldown and enters us into a global cooldown. So we wait for that global cooldown to wear off and go and attack the key. This releases the stalled backhand while allowing us to go straight into another ability. I probably should have brought a two-hander for some AoE. Then again, it's only for these guys and they're so weak it probably doesn't really matter. Are these guys going to hit hard enough to be worth praying against? Doesn't seem like it. I kind of want to see if I can get away with not praying until I reach the mages. Can I stun the rangers or are they immune? Oh, I can stun the rangers. Every mob I can stun with destroy is huge. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of trying to do this all the way up. It's going to get really tricky when we get mages though. Because I'm not going to be free to just charge around after the key and stun them and knock them out first. Because the mages are going to absolutely destroy and they have so much range. Okay, this guy I'm going to have to pray against. Including the DPS prayer because he will heal off melee strikes. Is it because it takes long to train to level 9? No, the hammer and the shield don't have guaranteed undead components, which is the main thing you use. Oh, I can stun the meleeers too. That's actually huge. If I can stun the mages as well, then I'll probably be a bit less scared. Is it me that came up with the challenges, or did I get them from any source? I came up with the challenges myself. Oh, the wave indicators shit. We're on wave 23. The wave thing's being hidden by the caves card. Yeah, it's an unfortunate place to put any bits of UI I add. Okay, I think we're getting to the point of it being reasonable to start potting up. I know our supplies look like really good for now, but the first mage, the second half of the waves will have at least one mage, and I'm not looking forward to it. That Linza Shield, well, the first one anyway, is actually going to come in handy. The other four, not so much. But yeah, the amount of hits I've taken from Ki, considering I'm using melee, is actually nicely low. Okay, next is 2 meleeers, and then it's onto the mage waves. We're probably not getting that sub 40 this time. I'm gonna have to be a lot quicker for these early waves to get that, which will probably mean just using either mage or range, probably magic, to be honest. Okay, let's see how this goes. Oh wait, they're stunnable. If I was going to see any changes to dungeoneering, it would be to make grouping a little nicer. The way the prestige system currently exists isn't very nice for pug grouping or grouping with people in a clan. Like if someone in a clan asks, "Can I get any help with this floor?" Usually the answer is like no, because it doesn't align with my prestige or where my prestige is currently at. And like say someone needs help with floors 25 to 30, and I've rushed 1 to 30. And then done a few more, and say that doing their 25 to 30 would tick off my like 36 to 40. I'm giving up a huge amount of XP to help them. So the mage is the one that's the most dangerous, which is why I'm always praying against mage. But you want to deal with stuff that you're not praying against first. Yeah, like here I'm going to deal with the ranger. Ability stall my stun so I can go deal with the Ki. And then get to the major. Honestly, the mobs in the fight caves don't hit anywhere near as hard as I was expecting. Use the mage to block the melee and then swap to melee break. And I think this is now the point where I have to stop worrying about the keys and just kill them. Don't worry about stalling on them. This was a little easier than I was anticipating. Even when I'm missing prayer on this mage, it splashed on me like 3 times, and I'm wearing white gear. Fight caves are extremely dated. It does seem so. They never really survived EOC, if I'm being honest. Even before EOC. And then we got Ganodermic and Spectral, and people were just face tanking Jad with range prey. Yeah, Gano on release was insane. Yeah, the Polypore Staff and Gano with a Spectral, and your magic defense was just insane, and Jad's mage hits were hitting like 3k. So you just prayed range and couldn't die. It's kind of funny seeing damage absorption go away, and then Animate Dead come out and do the exact same thing all over again. How long until that goes and we get the meme of how many times do we have to teach you this lesson? Have we done Fight Kiln back in the day? I got my Kiln Cape before they changed. What did it look like? Good old Rhino Cape. They changed it pretty quick. Yeah, Fight Caves wasn't... not Fight Caves. Fight Kiln was tricky, but it was very doable with what we had at the time. Seems like your time should be a challenge, but not too bad of a few tries. I think if I didn't spend so long faffing around with ability stalling all the keys in the first few waves, I would have done it a lot quicker. Given how the supply situation went here, I'm probably going to hybrid the attempt at the 40 minutes. Oh, wait, no, actually, power armor is going to be the problem there. I won't get to wear power armor if I hybrid. I just want to keep my health high at this point. The real test is going to be, like, dealing with the healers at Jad, to be honest. Didn't I unlock Enhanced Excalibur? I didn't. I used the Barrows and Hybrid... the Barrows Hydrix reward to unlock God Books. If I got the Mole Pet, I was going to unlock Enhanced Excalibur, I think. Oh god. Right next to me. Okay. Oh, the Dragon Hatcher would have been a good call for this, huh? Oh no, I took that off too quick. Dear. Okay, you have to wait for the hit splat to appear, not when the projectile hits you. for anyone else who tries doing this. That was close. Yeah, you can't react to Jad's melee. I know. That was close. There we go. Melee earned its own fire cape, and I only almost died to Jad like 3 times. Good job I went into that fight with basically all my supplies. So with some progress at the Dagannoth Kings and our fire cape unlocked, that's where we're going to be calling it for this episode, ready to jump into the Chaos Elemental with all of our melee upgrades for next time. As a reminder, tomorrow is Necromancy's release, so we're going to be streaming a ton over on Twitch if you want to join us there. If not, then I hope you have a wonderful week, and I'll catch you again in the next episode where we're going to be taking on the Chaos Elemental and maybe doing a slightly different run of the fight caves. And as usual, I'll catch you again next time.